everyone, this is Christy with Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here to do a layout share with you. I have been in the process of scraplifting Nicole McMacken. So she's McMacken, I believe, and McMacken or something on YouTube. I will of course link to her YouTube channel. And what I was doing is watching all of her layout shares. I am a huge fan of layout shares, and I just kept watching them, and if I liked the layout, I was scraplifting it. I wanted something to help me get back my mojo, and that is what I did. So I have quite a few layouts to share, so I'm going to just hop right in. This is my first one. This one, however, is not from Nicole. I was doing a Victoria Marie challenge, Facebook group challenge, where we were to scraplift ourselves. And so I did the one, I had done one of my niece Kira with the same layout. And I just wanted to repeat it so I could get these photos from my senior year in high school scrapped. And I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's very bright. I think it speaks to where I was in my life at the time, and I was able to use up a lot of supplies, which makes me really happy there. Okay, but the rest of these should basically be all of Nicole's original from Nicole. This is definitely one of them. I took from her layout that she had done pattern papers layered kind of very similar to that, and that she did 3 clusters of embellishments. So I did that. I have no journaling for this layout. This is just a very simple, I really wanted to scrap this photo of myself. I like this photo. And then I just added a bunch of little bits of embellishments that I've been trying to use up. And I'm trying to get through some of my stash. And so a lot of this is just for that sake. And I really love this up here. I love that. That was my kind of own take on the whole thing. This is a layout, again, Nicole. Hers was kind of swapped, and it was a 12 by 12 with one banner. And it was of, I believe, her daughter or something. But I did a play on that, so I did 3 banners here, and then little bits and clusters. And I was just talking about what I remember from the day of the Boston bombings back in 2013. This is going in my 2013 album, and this experience was very, it really affected me. I was very devastated that so many people were hurt and all of that. And especially now with just last Friday, the bombings in Paris, it's just all so sad. And this is how I was able to document my feelings about it. So simple. I think it's very, I don't know, I think it did the trick of honoring the people that lost their lives and doing my documentation of it. Here is one. I love the way this turned out. Very much scraplifted from what Nicole had done. She had pictures in the frames here, or in these banners, and I believe they were of her husband or her husband's friend or college roommate or something. But I loved how she had done it, and then she had done some journaling and stuff here. So obviously, to make it fit myself, I did some different things. And I actually cut out the banners and slipped my photos in, and then did a little play here because I cut my photo wrong. I added another little pennant banner thing here, a cluster here, a little cluster here, and then up here, just kind of documenting how I finally, as an adult at the age of 28, feel like I found my style, and then just kind of documenting there, like this really cute shirt that I own with my necklace and my cute little flip-flops and my hairstyle. So kind of just a fun one. This is going in my Book of Me album. This layout coming up is not from Nicole. This was done for the Crafty Maven Getaway, and Megan, who's Crafty Megan, Maggie, we did a scraplift Saturday together, and I believe her name was Paige. Oh, I can't remember her last name. Darn it. But this was just posted this month, so go ahead and check back. If I can remember, I'll try to link it. My memory isn't always the best, but I love the way this did. I did some mixed media, used some pattern paper, that especially this green and blue star one, not sure how I would have used that. Used up a frame, used a couple overlays, and then a few more embellishments. And this is just some photos taken at a street fair we had last Well, they're kind of just in May, so just starting to become, into summer, but very later spring. And I love these photos. It was a fun time. My poor little guy's pretty sick in these photos actually, but that's okay. And this is going to be a sneak preview. Dun, 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 dun. This is also going to be for the Crafty Maven getaway. This is for the Twerk It Thursday that's coming up on the 19th. And not Twerk It, we don't call it that anymore. Sketch It Out Thursdays. Sorry. And I really love the way that this turned out as well. I'm not going to say too much because you can just watch the video when it comes out. But they are of my little guy just spending some time outside and how much he loved summer. This summer was really fun for him, and so I just documented that and did some mixed media. So pretty happy with the way this turned out. I even did stamping, and I never do stamping, so I was trying to use up some stuff there. Okay. And this is the last one that is not from Nicole's. This I just posted. I posted it on Saturday, even though it was supposed to be done on Thursday. My bad. But this is for the Lifted episode this month that I do with Jen Stokes. And she's Scraps by Jen on YouTube. I'm sure you all know this, but I just like to repeat it. And this is done, lifted from Oh Scrap Gonzo. Oh Snap Gonzo. My dear, I cannot talk. And it is of my adorable niece, Kira, on her 2nd birthday. And I just wanted to document it. I wasn't there for her birthday. My sister snapped these photos, but I just love this photo. And I just love the way this layout turned out. It's so pretty and girly, and I don't get to do a lot of girliness, so that makes me happy. Okay, back to Nicole's. So this one was definitely another very similar scrap lift. What I took from her layout was she had this cluster of photos documenting, I think, of a time when she was younger and water skiing or something. And so I have all of these random photos that I wasn't even going to scrap because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them. And they're all just Jackson sleeping. So I'm like, this is going to be perfect. And I have had this little goodnight embellishment for a long, long time. So I finally got to use that. And I used some brand new pattern paper that I've been hoarding just for the border, but I still got to use it because of the colors in some of the photos. And then I just simply titled it, Nothing Better Than a Sleeping Baby, and a little quote that says, let him sleep, for when he wakes, he will move mountains. I know there's one for girls as well, but it's so true in life, right? And then some embellishments, and I started to use some silver instead of gold in this one. Alrighty. Here's another one where I took from the same way she had done her photo placement. And this is quite similar to her layout, scrap lift, almost exactly. I did use some of these chipboards and a piece of wood veneer here. There's a frame right here, and then just a little bit of journaling. And this is just simply talking about some of the things I loved about my apartment and living on my own, and I love it. I did do a little bit more mixed media here, so I'm working into it, and of course use a bunch of scraps up. But this is a pretty good one. I like that one as well. And this one was so much fun to make. This is very much, again, quite the same. What I loved about her layout, the photo placement's a little bit different, but she had this big cluster of things up here, and I just loved that. So I went ahead and did that too, and then I just titled it Welcome Home. And this photo was actually taken this summer, but this is going in my 2013 album as we had moved in together, and I just really wanted to document that, it was fun. And that we moved in on the hottest weekend of the entire year. We were not smart about that, but that's okay. So I just wanted to kind of document that, and I used some doilies. This was the rest of my doilies, a couple tags here, and just a bunch of stuff. And then this pulls out and we'll have my journaling and the date. I just forgot to date stamp it yet. So there's this. I'm also pretty happy with the way this one turned out. And again, use some of that silver. And here's a Christmas layout. I love this. Again, took her photo placement that she had done on her layout. I used a bunch of thread, gold thread, and just some random photos taken of Christmas in 2013. And I love this layout, and I use kind of a non-traditional background and then with the red pops coming in, and I think it works really well, and just tucked a bunch of things here and there. I really love this layout. It makes me very happy. And here is one of my layouts I did for Obsessed that I do with Caddy, and this is still inspired by Nicole. She had a layout that she had done based upon a magazine she had looked, and she had scrap lift from the magazine. So this is a scrap lift from a magazine, scrap lift from Nicole. So there you go. And then this is my take on it. And I did a bunch of frames, and of course you can watch this process video to see more about it, but it's just talking about my 26th birthday and how it was kind of the last time that, you know, I'm the daughter here, but I'm pregnant with Jackson, so it was kind of my last birthday as being just a daughter and not a daughter and a mom. So kind of fun. I'm happy with it. I love it. It's very pretty and girly, and I really, really love the way it turned out. And then I'll quickly show you what I'm working on. There will be a process video for this coming up. I am doing this layout right here, also based upon one of Nicole's layouts, and it's about New Year's of 2013. If you can't tell, I'm working on my 2013 album right now, and it's just using up some paper that I'm not quite sure how I would have used in other ways, and I thought it was fitting for this year. And I just have some journaling to do and some little bit more of embellishing to do. And you will see that all on the process video if you watch that. It should be up sometime in the next little while. And again, just some random photos taken on New Year's Eve spent with my family. So that's it, guys. I have a few more video layouts actually of Nicole's that I would like to get scrap lifted. And this is what I'm definitely think I'm going to do is, I spelled Eve wrong. I'm going to go through all of the amazing gals on YouTube that I love so much and just scrap lift, see what I can come up with and what I like and what I don't like, and just kind of help refine my style a little. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot of really fun things about it, and I've gotten a lot of supplies used. Wow, I can't talk. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging in and watching my layout share. I'll be back really soon. Bye.